Mark, the two early runs by Florida there, the 11-0 to start it off, and then the 13-0 after you guys almost tied it. Just what did you see in those two sequences from them?
Yeah, we've done that sometimes to start games where we've been a little bit sticky and a little paralyzed, and they went to the post 2 straight possessions, and we their bigs really want to attack, come back to the baseline. We did a poor job on both those defensive possessions, and then we just didn't have any pace on the offensive end, so that was the start of the game. And then the run later in the half was really tough for us, and we're just trying to figure out how to manage this. We make poor decisions when we're tired on the floor. We just do. We make poor decisions when we're tired on the floor. So we're trying to find out how to ameliorate that and fix it, and that's been a problem for us the last couple games. And we'll perform better than that. But that was really disappointing. It was just disappointing for us. We give up 19 points in the first half in transition, which is there's really 2 things you have to do with Florida. And you have to rebound the ball, and you have to guard in transition. We did a poor job with that, and a lot of that was, part of it was turnovers, even though the turnover number in the first half wasn't crazy, it was 6, but part of it was just poor shot selection at the rim, which is what they do. And as much as we tried to communicate that and teach that to our team, I did a poor job of getting that messaging across because we continued to do it. So that was part of it also, was we put ourselves in harm's way during that run just by poor offensive decision making and some turnovers.
Mark, you're now at tournament time. What's the one thing you're really focused on? What's the one thing that has to get fixed?
For us, when we guard, we're actually pretty good. When we guard, we're good, and all facets of that have to be great for us. It's like we had just massive first half transition breakdowns, and that's tough. For a number of reasons. We're in a top wedge check 1, 2, 3, and still we just didn't do what we set out to do. And when we guard, we're in every game, and so it's really important for us.
Yeah, Mark, fans can look at the SEC and say, well, 5 wins, 5 days. How do you approach the mindset with your guys heading into a situation like that?
The great thing about the tournament is there's only one game. It's one game. So we'll talk about one game. That's all it is. Postseason is one game, and so we're going to prepare for one game on Wednesday, and we're going to put our whole heart and soul to it, and that's the only thing that matters to us, and that's the beauty of the postseason.
Well, Coach, big picture, how do you feel the team has handled the attention and expectations of this season?
I think it's still a work in progress. Ask me when it's over.
Mark, you've talked about needing these guys to step up, especially some of the role players with the shortened roster and the quick turnarounds. Now that the games kind of be back to back to back, Jasper tonight had a stretch there where he turned it over and then the intentional foul. How do you use those moments as a learning moment when you're going to have to play so many games back to back and short turnarounds because they'll have to play minutes?
I have a lot of faith in our guys. I got faith in Jasper and Trent and Mo and BG, and they're going to help us. They're going to play well. They've had stretches where they played well. They're going to have big minutes as we get into postseason. I have so much confidence in that.
Mark, they hold Colin to just 2 points tonight. Todd said that their big point of emphasis was to just make sure that he didn't get off threes. Does he have to be more of a 3-level scorer for you guys now that you guys have reached this time?
Yeah, I thought we did a poor job, man. We got, in the stretches in the first half, I just felt like we didn't initiate offense well at all. I was surprised. It's actually been a strength of ours is kind of getting into early offense, and I thought we were poor in that's space where it allows us to kind of, without doing a play call, allow Colin to run into some space, and I thought we did a poor job helping him as a team. But yeah, he's a major focus. He's the best 3-point shooter in the league, so he's always going to be a huge focus.
There are no more questions. We'll end it there.
Thanks, guys.